try to tell people that all the time. The art itself is a smaller percentage than you ever realize when you want to become a professional at it. So I'm sorry. Continue. Yes.
You're absolutely right. That's the art, the comedy is 20%, but the business behind what you do is the 80%.
So what's a good takeaway that you could give to another artist as far as like what's a good takeaway outside of that percentage piece? Like give them a tool or a resource, or what was one thing that stuck with you that you know that you need to do right away?
It was just like one thing I really learned was don't be afraid to grind.
What does that mean?
Don't be afraid to grind. There's some things that you're going to have to do things that other people won't.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of stuck with me only because I'm not lazy. I'm a hard worker. Mm-hmm. And if I can work for other people the way that I do, why can't I take that same energy and work for myself? That's a conversation that we have all the time.
Right. That's good because like I'm in that situation now and I'm actually working toward my transition because I've done it a couple of times where I would stop working what I thought now that in hindsight prematurely before I was totally ready to be a professional in my craft, in my art. And literally that's all I've been laser focused the last couple of months. And thanks for, I, as you all know, I'm now a certified coach and I get coached up. That's what I learned. Like, hold on, I have too many gifts, too much purpose. I work too hard and I make a lot of money for other people that I should be able to do it for myself. And so it's helping me create systems. I saw some of the texts you sent me, Kadrina, were about some systems you can put in place so that you can handle the business better. All those things are important because if you do that and you get to do, work on your craft and literally I have to now make sure I cut out time every week to rehearse or to write. Do you find that to be true?
Yes, I definitely have to take time and work on my skill, work on my craft, be a little better. You can only do the same material for so long, and it can put money in your pocket and you can eat from it. But the reason that you became an artist was because of the creative expression.
Yes,
so
yes.
New ideas and new things should be coming to mind anyway.
And what do you have to put in? What do you have?
Building.
Right. So what do you have to do to make sure that you stay creative and stay sharp?
Well, for me, and I can only speak for me, I just have to live. Because that's how I get my comedy. My life is funny. Friend, I think my phone is dying. I know. I don't.
How your phone dying?
I know. I'm on the side of the highway.
We having a great
right there.
I'm
on the side of the highway. I pulled over so I could call in.
Or at least you was on time. I appreciate you. Charge your phone. Your phone always dying.
Oh no!
We got more to talk about.
That's right.
Oh my God, we have more to talk about. I wanted to talk about how your personal relationships affect your creativity, and your phone is dying.
I'm about to call in on the other phone. I'm at 100%.
Okay, call me back. All right, everybody. While we wait for Drina to call back, we're going to continue with some music. This next segment goes out to those who need a little something to believe in love again, to believe in God again, to believe in yourself again. Because I know that if you believe in yourself and you believe in love, then you believe there's a God. It is real. So the next songs are for you. For those of you who need to believe again. I love you.
You are listening to Soul Opera Radio with your host, Suitefranchon. Suitefranchon. Suitefranchon.
This world ain't nothing but crazy. I'm out here working, trying to make it. Girl, it's so rough in this city, and ain't no resting for never weary. So baby, feel me. I need something to feel, so my spirit can heal, babe. I need you to wrap them chocolate legs around me. So when I come home tonight, you'll make everything alright. When you gonna wrap them chocolate legs around me, the memory of my day will quickly just fade away. When you come wrap them chocolate legs around me, please baby, wrap them chocolate legs around me. Your cocoa skin against mine, babe, yeah, babe, is all I need to help revive me. Yeah. Just touch me and I feel pure, pure love. You're the only thing I'm ever sure of. Your love, I'm sure of. I need some reminding that God is still, He's still behind me. So baby, come take my soul and set me free. When you come wrap them chocolate legs around me, so when I come home tonight, you'll make everything alright. When you come wrap them chocolate legs around me, I need you to understand and make me glad I'm a man. Deep inside you, that's where I need to be. Oh, baby, just wrap them chocolate legs around me. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, don't let go, baby, don't let go. Yeah, don't you let go. I need some reminding that God is still, He's still behind me. So baby, let's take my soul and set me free. I want you to know how much you mean to me. When you just wrap them chocolate legs around me, tonight I want you to make things right. Wrap them chocolate legs around me. Wrap around. I need you to understand. Make me glad I remember when you come wrap them chocolate legs.
You know you are listening to
It's Lituation Radio. Hitting them speakers.
Hey y'all, K Mac is back in the building. she had to figure her life out. All right, K Mac. So we ain't got much time. Before we close out, I want you to just tell people thank you so much for sharing your journey. And again, shout out to District 720 for sponsoring you. Oh, they have a couple events coming up. If you don't, I know it's one coming up. The cornhole competition is coming up. Stay tuned. Late night, early mornings usually has all the details. So listen to Lady T or go to their Facebook page, District 720, and keep up. They're doing good work in the community. Most of the events are free, and they're just fun. And they're good. We talked about good guys earlier. They all good guys. Some of them got some shit with them. Like, Fitty, you ain't shit. I'm going to say it right here on the air. Fitty, you ain't shit. But for the most part, they're good guys. They got shit with them like everybody else, but they're good guys. Is that my alarm? Lord have mercy. Too much going on today. Way too much going on today. So, K-Mag, we were talking about earlier how people can't be with the ones they love and are with people that they don't love. And we were talking, and when you called, we were talking about creativity and put in that time. So I want to tie the two topics together and ask you, how does your personal life affect your ability to create? Does it help it or does it hurt it?
Well, I think it helped it because most of my comedy is things that I've lived. My life is funny.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to be able to draw from the energy of your life. And you're either going to walk around sad and mope about it, especially if you're going through things at the moment, or you're going to use it as an empowerment tool and to be an encouragement to somebody else. And I've been through a lot of things. I know people may not realize it because, every time I see her, she has a smile on her face. Not the case always, you know, but if you sit and listen to my testimony, you know, now I can laugh at some things that I felt through the comedy, but it wasn't funny then.
Word. Right.
You know what I mean?
Girl, I recognize it. Like, I write poems and I'm like, I know, I gotta write to get it out. But people don't understand. I can get it out on paper so I can be cool for real. Like, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not faking. I'm not suppressing anything. I get it out on paper or however I got to get it out. And then that way I can go on with my life.
I mean, I've heard people tell stories about being abused, you know, and they be like, girl, he bust me right upside the head. You wasn't laughing when he knocked your teeth out. It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
Moment, you know what I mean? But later, you know, you learn to either move on and you laugh at the pain.
Right.
You know, or you laugh through it.
You laugh through. Right. And that's a good point. You laugh through the pain. I write through the pain. Whatever you got to do to get through the pain, the disappointment, bring closer to those things that disappointed you. I think that you should, you know, disappointment is a good part of life. It's a lesson you can learn. You can learn from it. Anything you can learn from it. Life has this paradox, and comedy shows that. I remember Richard Pryor saying, you know, that usually comedians are some of the saddest people he knows because they're able to take that sadness and draw from it and make jokes from it. And even like right now, Chris Rock is taking these horrific things that are happening in our lives, you know, and D.L. Hughley. Is that his name? D.L. Hughley or D.L. Hughley?
You're right.
Right. They are taking these painful things, you know, how we're, as a black people, we're being targeted, we're being killed, we're being assaulted. And they're able to take these things and literally bring awareness to these things, but at the same time, make jokes because it's painful for them. And I realize that how painful it is for them. Like this whole racism thing is very painful to Chris Rock. That's why he does comedy. And so like you say, you're able to take your pain and make laughs and like you say, be a blessing to others because of your pain. And we just thank you for that.
Yes, and I'm thankful to God that He has given us all gifts in order to express ourselves creatively. But it's just a choice if one decides to tap in or not.
That's right. So, you know. So there it is. That's a good segue into closing out. We got a couple more songs to get to play, and we're going to wrap it right into what she just said. God is giving you the gifts. Are you tapping into them despite your relationship, despite not being able to be with the one you love, despite being in a relationship with someone you don't love no more? Are you still able to tap into your gifts? Are you able to use your journey, your pain, your situation to help others? Can you push yourself to that? Or you just go on a spiral into the dark space? So can you still be light despite it all? Despite life's knocking your teeth out, as Gina said earlier. Despite it, can you still try to be light to someone else? Because lots of times for me, if I'm helping someone else, I'm helping myself. When I help someone else, I help myself. Because usually we can't do it for ourselves, so we have to be able to do it for someone else to get out of that dark space. So, Gina, stand by. We're going to continue to play some music. Yeah. What are you doing?